Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for June 24th, 2025. We've got a Dark Ages kingdom, and we don't have Hermit Market Square. We do have Market Square with some trashing and Fortress, though, so there could be something there. Let's see. Yeah, Junk Dealer, Count, Trashing... Fortress, Minstrel plus actions, draw from Catacombs, Hunting Grounds. There's also Grave Robber. Yeah, okay. So I think we want to get a Junk Dealer or two Junk Dealers. I don't really want to bother with Count. What is the best way for us to get those Junk Dealers? I mean, I guess it's probably just double silver, unfortunately. Doesn't really look like much of anything else that's going to be useful. So yeah, I think we'll just go double silver. The bot opens Wandering Minstrel. Wandering Minstrel's a good card, but in the opening, it doesn't really do anything. So I'm not really sure what the thought process is there. Alright, we only hit 4 here. We're very likely to hit 5 next turn. It is possible that we do not. It is possible that we only hit 4. Were that to happen, we would not be particularly happy to have a Minstrel in our deck. But otherwise, we would very much like to have a Minstrel in our deck that can find the Junk Dealer that we're going to buy if we hit 5. So the only way we don't hit 5 is if we see 4 coppers and Necropolis. So we bottom deck our other silver. So there's a 2 in 7 chance of bottom decking the silver, and then there's, if we bottom deck the silver, there is a 5 in 6 chance of seeing the Necropolis. So 10 in 42 chance of that. That's actually a little higher than I would like. That's almost 25%. It might still be correct to take the Minstrel, though, just because there's a lot of upside to it in the much more likely scenario that we do hit 5. I think I will. Okay, it's all good. Well, they just go straight for Hunting Grounds. Interesting. Well, I do have 6, but I'm going to get a Junk Dealer. Alright, and... oh, we can trash Overgrown Estate. That's good. And I'm going to get another Junk Dealer. With Fortress on this board, I don't really have any concerns about having too many Junk Dealers. Okay, we've got 6 again. With the Minstrel on top, no less. And we do still have a Necropolis in our deck. The one thing we don't have is plus buy, so like getting like a Hunting Grounds here has the downside that like we draw our deck and we're still only going to be able to buy like one thing. Even so, however, like getting clean and trying to draw up and then like we can throw a Market Square in our deck next turn seems like a reasonable approach. The other thing we could consider, this is a pretty aggressive play, would be to get a Grave Robber. The idea being we can Grave Rob the Necropolis into a Fortress, and then we can start Grave Robbing the Fortress. But if we don't specifically find the Necropolis, we don't really have a good target for the Grave Robber. That's the downside. I mean, we know we have the Minstrel on top is the thing. So like we ought to have like a pretty good chance to line stuff up this coming turn. Honestly, I kind of want to do it. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Chuck all that nonsense. Ooh, yeah, we didn't find the grave robber. Okay. Well, that's bad, especially because we found the necropolis. Okay, we'll go ahead and get either another minstrel or a fortress here. Minstrel makes it more likely that we can sift stuff out of the way and find, like, line the stuff up. Fortress means that, hey, if we just find grave robber fortress, we can just do the thing immediately. I think I prefer the minstrel approach. Okay, yeah, this grave robber is just dead. Nonsense, but yeah, there's nothing for it to gain or anything. But we'll take a hunting grounds here, I think. We can potentially... Well, maybe we need the market square more. We can always grave robber necropolis in a market square as well, though. I think I'm going to take the hunting grounds. Bot has gained a grave robber. Okay. Nonsense out of the way, and still fail to draw the grave robber and see the necropolis, and don't see either the hunting grounds or the grave robber. Why? Okay. I think we just need to maximize our chances of finding a village here, so I'm going to take another minstrel. Aha! Alright. Okay, this order doesn't really matter, I don't think, but if we get the necropolis first, and at least do, like, make sure that we have the draw to get to this market square. Yeah, we don't want to do that now. We probably will next turn, but not now. Okay, so now we're pretty thin already. We could use more draw. We could use a fortress for the grave robber. We can turn the fortress into the draw. So I think I like getting another, not another, we don't have a fortress yet, but a fortress, and then probably another market square. The bot has not trashed at all. So, like, at any point here, its deck could just completely fall apart. Well, okay, trash the hull. Alright, top check junk dealer, that's fine. Not gonna do this yet. I don't mind trashing the silvers out of the deck, but we might just trash the fortress. I'm just wondering if we do have another copper, so we might want to play the market square if we don't plan to take gold anyway. I mean, we kind of do want to take the gold, though. Well, the copper's all the way in the discard, so it's not likely we can get to that regardless. I think we'll just play the junk dealer. Alright, so another minstrel. Yeah, I think... if we want to maintain control here, I think it's probably better to turn the silver into a gold effectively rather than... I mean, the other thing we could do is just trash the fortress and not take a gold for now. But we, like, I mean, down there we have what? Grave robber, minstrel, hunting grounds, market square. So, like, we're definitely drawing. Maybe we should just keep the silver and take the gold at this point. Okay, well, that's annoying. But Specifically the part where we drew the market square, so we can't discard this market square when we grave rob, but all right. So fortress. So Hunting Grounds is the better draw card overall, but if we gain a Catacombs and then we grave rob the Catacombs later, we can gain more components off of that. On the other hand, the Hunting Grounds can gain a Duchy, which if we want to start scoring is better. So it's a pretty tough call, actually. I think I'm going to go with the Catacombs. No. All right. I think we would like to get another Grave Robber. What else? We could just take another Minstrel. Like, we have the draw that we need right now. Could also take another Fortress. The Minstrel just gives us a lot of like control over the ordering of our cards, which is pretty nice. I think I'm gonna go with that. Wait, gains a market square. Why was there a market square in the trash? What? How did that happen? Did they grave rob a market square last turn? I guess they must have. Okay. I guess. Probably gonna end up just playing this Catacombs anyway. We're just gonna discard all of this. There's the Fortress. I'd really like to trash those last 2 copper. No, wait, there's only 1 copper. Yeah, I guess this order doesn't matter if we're just going to play the Hunting Grounds first anyway. Okay, so trash the copper, and then we can... How many golds do we want to take? Grave rob the Fortress. Maybe none, actually, yet. Well, I don't know. If we take, or like if we maximize it, we take 2 golds, we put 4 cards into our discard. Then we grave rob the Fortress. We put another card into our discard, a draw card. Specifically, probably go ahead and take Hunting Grounds this time. We can do that twice. Then we don't. I mean, we don't need that many, but I don't know. I'm really not sure, but I think we have enough capability here that we should be able to afford to take the golds anyway. We could also just play the Junk Dealer now. Now let's get the draw cards into the, or at least one of them. All right, Hunting Grounds. and could take another draw card. We do have the actions for it, but if we draw the market square is dead will be sad, so I'm thinking we just take a minstrel. All right, do we trash a silver or do we trash the fortress? I think we... 3 buys. I think we trash the silver. Oh, shit. Ah! Never mind, we have 0 buys. I mean, we have 1 buy, but that's... that was... I didn't even consider that possibility. Oh, boy. All right, I guess we'll take a province then. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we could junk a hunting grounds here and then gain it back. It really is crazy how well the bots deck is working with no trashing. Like, they still have all of their copper. Okay, well... so if we get 3 provinces, we're at 24, so we need 3 provinces and 2 duchies to win. We had 13 coins last turn. So if we had 1 more gold, we can buy 2 provinces. We can grave robber into another province. That's 3 provinces. We can trash hunting grounds into a couple duchies. If we don't have to grave robber the hunting grounds back. We just leave it in the trash. I mean, obviously, like, there's a risk to... this starting hand is really unfortunate. I'd really like to be looking at a minstrel right now. Because, like, we might want to gain 2 golds is the issue, so that we can buy province estate. But if we lead with the junk dealer, I mean, I guess we don't have to react to with the market squares immediately, but the point is that's the reason not to lead with the market squares at all. When we lead with the junk dealer, we could end up losing a coin if we have to trash junk dealer to junk dealer, but I guess that's fine if we do get the 2 golds. Yeah, maybe that also makes it, well, no, we can, if we grave rob 2 hunting grounds into 2 provinces, if we can manage to do that, which doesn't actually seem especially likely, but if we can manage to do it, yeah, I think that's what we're going for. We're not doing this yet, and maybe not at all, because maybe we don't actually need that many golds. Like, if we get 2 provinces off of grave robber, we only need to buy... So 18 gets us to 24, 2 duchies gets us to 30, and then all we would need to do is buy the last province. If we have enough hunting grounds. Do we even have 3 hunting grounds? I think we do. How many did we play last turn? One. Well, so we do only have 2? They gained a lot of hunting grounds then. All right. Well, the other thing is we can grave robber catacombs into province and then gain an estate off of it. So then we end up with the 2 provinces, from Grave Robber gets us to 18. We buy a province that gets us to 24. We get a duchy from Hunting Grounds that gets us to 27. We get an estate from Catacombs that gets us to 28, and then we need to buy a duchy as well. So we would need to hit 13 coins, which should be fine. We had 13 coins last time. We did just trash a junk dealer, but so we would need to get 1 gold off of Market Square if we do that. Okay. In that case, I think what we do... We play 1 Market Square, play Minstrel again. Hunting Grounds. Okay. Or maybe we want to Grave Rob first. I mean, we know we're going to need to draw all this crap. I guess, actually... Oh, but how are we going to... How are we going to draw all this crap? What is that last card? Oh, wait, I wanna... Oh no, it's the other Grave Robber. It's the other Grave Robber. Okay. So we can play... Fortress, draw Minstrel, Minstrel to draw Grave Robber. But yeah, we're just short on the draw. This is actually completely insane. Like, how did the bot's deck have this kind of output? Like, that's wild. Yeah, maybe we needed to go for like a gold-based thing and only 1 Grave Robber. Like trash instead? I don't know. Huh. Or maybe, or we did need to junk deal Hunting Grounds or something. Well, I mean, we definitely need to do... I mean, I guess the other thing we could do is, like, leave provinces alone and assume, like, that their deck is full of crap. And they're like... I mean, they only have... So, like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I guess they do have a lot of Minstrels. How many... So there's 2 Hunting Grounds in trash. I have 2 Hunting Grounds. That's 4. They still have 5 Hunting Grounds? How the fuck? How the fuck do they have 5 Hunting Grounds? That's insane. And like, essentially 7 Hunting Grounds that they gained. That's completely ridiculous. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think we might just be screwed here, but I think what we're gonna do... We're gonna take a province. Ugh. That wasn't great. We have like a bunch of junk on top now, and oh god. Is there a better way to play that? I don't know. I definitely screwed this up, though. I was like planning to top deck a Hunting Grounds, but Hunting Grounds, Market Square, and Province Duchy is not a good top deck. I need to just go for it anyway. I mean, yeah. We're almost certainly just losing anyway, but... yeah, I think we can't really afford to buy like duchies here just because our turn is going to be screwed if we do. I think we're going Fortress, Hunting Grounds. Just praying that we top deck a village. I mean, realistically, the game is just going to end. So they gained a duchy and a province. So now we get province, we're at 21. We get 4 duchies. We're at 33. And then we need a bunch of estates. Yeah, we're booked. Ah, okay. This is... I am deeply confused about how the bot did this well with no trashing. That is wild. If they go silver or minstrel silver, and then turn 3, they play a minstrel and hit 6? What the fuck? Ow! How? What? Are you serious? That's so unreasonable. Market Square. And then turn 5, they find Minstrel Hunting Grounds and get another Hunting Grounds. That's so unlikely. Like, that's actually insane. I mean, I still feel like this shouldn't... like, they should dud at some point. But... oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in whatever they were doing. Well, now they open Market Square, so they just decided to change their mind. But I believe in trashing. Getting 3 here after a double silver opening is pretty sad and unlikely. Oh my god, are you serious? 3 again? I mean, I do want some market squares, but geez. Can't hit 5 for a minstrel to find my... oh, now they do get junk dealer. I see how it is. We don't want gold yet. Do we want minstrel or do we want to draw card? I'm gonna say catacombs. Probably. Oh my god. We hit 3 again! Like, I was like, you know, what I was gonna say is we'll probably hit 5 again here, but we can take a minstrel. But at least if we only hit 4, we'll be able to hit the minstrel anyway. But no, we didn't even hit 5. That's insane. Still don't want to gain gold. Well, we're in the same position we were before, but I think I am just going to go ahead and take the minstrel. Nah. We do have plus buy, so maybe it does make sense to play the Catacombs. Whatever. Alright, maybe we do take a Hunting Grounds now. We have the Minstrel on top, and we do still have the Necropolis. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, I still don't want to gain gold. The bot just, I guess, just gains all the gold and doesn't care. Guess I'd rather keep the Necropolis right now. Would I? I mean, that is. Guess it's another copper. Is the bot not trashed any copper? No, wait, it can't be another copper. Oh, it's a silver. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could have 10 or 11. 10 is fine. This could just be Minstrel Hunting Grounds. We could also get a Grave Robber. I think we're thin enough that we can take the Grave Robber. Hopefully we can Grave Rob the Necropolis. This is... Jesus fucking Christ, we're gonna lose again. I mean, this... I had some... Like, how is it... How is it that I, like, go for control and don't get control? The bot doesn't go for control and gets control anyway. What the fuck? What am I, like... This is so ridiculous. Yeah, they've got 5 provinces. Like, I'm in disbelief about this. This is like the second day in a row like this. What would we even need to be able to win? We would need to take 3 provinces. We'd need to take 4 duchies. We don't even have the hunting grounds to manage that. I'm taking any golds. Like, honestly, how the fuck are they? Like, okay, I want to see. Like, what is their deck? They don't even have the damn junk dealer anymore. They still have 6 coppers, but they just don't, like... So they open Market Square. Market Square Wandering Minstrel? Really? Get another Minstrel, and then just, like, luck their way into 5 coppers for a Catacombs? Come on. What the fuck is that? Like, if they don't hit that 5, their deck doesn't do anything. And the odds are that they won't. Because the Minstrels will keep top decking the Necropolis. Okay, fine. And they get the junk dealer. I don't know. I mean, a lot of this is because I kept hitting 3, and so I never got a minstrel. But until a ways in. I don't know. I'm. This is. You know, some point here, they're not just gonna like completely destroy me on draw quality. So they're like doing the same opening. I'm gonna try to watch more carefully and see how that goes for them. Gain another market square. Okay, so I've got my junk dealer. I hit 4 this time, so I can get the minstrel to find the junk dealer. They get another minstrel. So like they still don't have. Oh, jeez. All right, I guess I'll take a market square. They still haven't hit 5, and they're still not expected to. Now they get a silver. Uh-huh. Should I trash the necropolis? Yeah, I guess we should probably trash the necropolis. Maybe we take a hunting grounds already. And we have... We do have a village, a minstrel. Yeah, do that. Honestly, this still seems unlikely that they would hit 5 off of just like playing some minstrels. Like, where's the necropolis? You know? But... Alright, now we've got 5 again. I'm going to take another junk dealer. But now that they have the catacombs in the deck, it becomes a lot more likely that they can do that. We have that hunting grounds down there with no plus actions, and we still do. Ugh. Alright, well... Shit. Oh, but we have a junk dealer down there, so we can at least trigger the shuffle. Alright, let's just get another minstrel then, and try to maximize our chances of drawing through. Aha. Oh, that's annoying. I don't really think there was... I mean, I guess we could have played... The reason I didn't play the minstrel before the junk dealer is because I didn't want that to trigger a bad shuffle. So... that's a lot of money that we had to leave on the table, though. There's no way it's correct to trigger the shuffle, though. Right? We hit either 8 or 9 with 2 buys versus 7, but we don't top deck 2. Yeah, I don't think so. We could go for the grave robber already. We don't have the necropolis though. Maybe we just go for another hunting grounds and try to like draw more money this time and buy 2 things like grave robber fortress. Or we can just see this terminal stuff and not have enough money for that. Damn it. Oh, maybe we just go for grave robber market square and just have to remove a good card from our deck. What can we do? Or gain 1. What did they put in the trash? A catacombs? Okay. We gain 1 gold here. We can draw that for sure. Okay, we top deck to Market Square. Take that Catacombs. Take another Minstrel. We do kind of want a Fortress, but maybe we're just never going to get there. I think the Minstrel Sifting is too valuable to bypass. What did they just do? This all goes by too fast. Did they grave rob their Necropolis? They must have done. No, wait. There's only... Oh, no, there are 2 in the trash. Okay. I think we gotta discard this, unfortunately. Oh, jeez. Come on. Alright. Alright, so, yeah, now that there's nothing of value to grave rob, we could junk deal something and then grave rob it back. The problem is I don't really want a duchy, so could just not play the grave robber this turn. I don't really want to give them a hunting grounds. Yeah. Another Minstrel, Fortress, and another Grave Robber, and that way we can avoid handing them stuff. Well, unless they're gonna hand us stuff. Alright. How many golds do we want to gain? We can probably gain 2. So Catacombs. Could just ignore that and do hunting grounds to province, regain the hunting grounds. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Again, we have these silvers that we could essentially replace with golds. I do worry about like failing to draw. I guess we'd also grave rob, if we don't want to take provinces right now, we'd also grave rob the Catacombs back and then grave rob the fortress. We'd probably use more actions, so maybe... Right, here's how I think I want to do this. Crash the silver. Gain at least 1 gold. Let's get 2 golds. The hunting grounds. Oh wait, no, I fucked this up. I fucked this up. No, I don't have enough actions. Oh shit. Ugh. Keep messing this up. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Guess we could gain that necropolis, but I don't really want to. But yeah, no, I should have waited on the hunting grounds. I wanted to grave rob the fortress into another fortress. 2 buys with 23 coins. We just take 2 provinces, then. I think so. Okay, they gain 2 provinces. Maybe we can get 4 provinces. That would be nice. Certainly we have the money. I mean, I guess we'd have to get like 1 more gold. Sure, I guess. It'd be nicer to be playing the hunting grounds and grave robbing the catacombs. But right. We're not going to take multiple golds, so. Oh, I guess we can grave robber the grave robber if we hit 3 provinces anyway. Oh, we also have more hunting grounds than I remembered, so it's all probably fine. Hunting grounds. So we do want to play the junk dealer anyway. Just a. Oh, yeah, right. We can play the market square. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely did not play this very cleanly, but yeah, I don't know about this. Like, the bot still ended up with a fairly similar deck. I don't know. I really don't think that like not trashing and then also taking a bunch of golds should work. Like, yeah, you in theory can play minstrels and filter the stuff, but you ought to just have hands where you just have nothing. But I don't know. Well, yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.